People always ask me, who's your most memorable student? It was at the end of one of my classes, and you can imagine as a teacher, something that you teach. A student comes up to you at the end of class and says, I want to be the best speaker in the world. Isn't that something? So of course I always remembered this speaker, and I think he's on the way to be the best speaker in the world. I call him the realest speaker, my mentee, Mr. Chasen Crossley. Give it to him.
How's everybody doing? Y'all all right? Yes. I understand that Mr. Mock has you guys preparing for your final. And I just want to give you some words of encouragement. The key word is final, which means that it is over. So all you guys got to do is just continue to endure. My name is Chasen Crossley, like Mr. Mock said. I came to one of his speech classes, and as soon as I finished the class, I told him, I said, look, man, I don't want to do this just for a grade. I heard that motivational speakers get paid $30,000 an hour, and that's all I need to hear. I said, I don't need $12 an hour. Anytime you can get paid $30,000 an hour is something that you really need to look into, because that could really pay all your bills and even more than that. So today I would encourage you guys to take out a piece of paper and a pen. I'm going to give you guys the 4 C's to a successful dream. 4 C's to a successful dream. It's very important that you guys make sure that you take very good notes, because when we leave Trade Tech, we want to go to the sky. We want to shoot for the stars. We want to be successful, and we want to fulfill our dreams. But I want to start off with a story that's very embarrassing. And I have a 9-year-old son and a 5-year-old daughter. And every time I tell this joke, my children are totally embarrassed by this. But regardless of what you see in Haiti or anywhere where there's poor people, my 2 children are the best beggars in the entire world. There's not 2 better beggars than my 2 children. I'll show you a prime example now. My son, because he's 9 years old, he's gotten a little smarter at what he does. So my son no longer asks me, can he have it? So if I'm driving by a place and there's something to eat, what my son will do, he'll say, oh man, 99-cent Big Macs. Wow. So I'm driving, and one thing that I have to do with my kids is that I have to turn the music volume up real loud. Because every single store I drive by, all of a sudden, they want something from that store. There's never been a moment in my life where I could go by any store or inside of any store where my kids won't beg. Now, my 5-year-old daughter, she is the most strategic beggar in the world. Now, every time I'm eating, anytime my daughter hears a crinkle, all of a sudden I see her come out the woodwork. She mysteriously comes out the roof, and I'm looking, I says, Nah, where'd you come from? And she just sits there and she stares at me. So she used to say, well, Daddy, can I have a piece of your candy? Or Daddy, can I have some chips? But she no longer asks for anything anymore. This is what my daughter does. She does this. So now it's a stare down between a father and a daughter. So what do? I paid for the food. I worked hard for the food. But yet there's a 5-year-old bully approaching me, staring at me, wanting my food. So what is it about this 5-year-old? You know what it is that she wants it that bad. And I'm here to tell you, Trey Tech, when it comes to your dream, you have to be willing to go as hard as my 2 children are. They wanted the food that bad. Once you find out that there's something that you want in your life, you have to be willing to go that extra mile. Are you willing to be embarrassed? Are you willing to go that hard for your dream? The fact that my daughter would stand in my face and stare at me for 15 to 20 minutes at some times. I mean, I would literally eat my whole meal and get down to the last bite, and I look, and she's still there. Are you guys willing to do that for your dream? Are you willing to stand in the midst of adversity? Are you willing to stand when everybody else says that you guys cannot do it for your dream? Because one thing that I'm going to tell you right now, Trey Tech, is that the very moment that you stop dreaming is the very moment that you start dying. If you stop dreaming at 12 o'clock, you begin dying at 12:01. Just think about it. The very reason why you came to speech class tonight, the very thing that got you up today was because you have hope for a better lifestyle. And everybody in here deserves a better lifestyle. Trust me, some of you guys come from work. How many of you guys in here work? Okay, look, you guys are coming from work and you guys are going to night class. And the reason why you're doing that is not just for financial aid money, right? I know I used to go to school for financial aid money, but eventually when you start going to school at night, you start to realize, hey, I have a dream. I want something in life. And the reason why you guys get up every morning, and the reason why you guys turn in the paper, and the reason why you guys toil, and the reason why you guys go so hard is because you have a dream that is on the inside of you. But the problem is that there's so many people who are not willing to go for their dream. Do you know where the richest people in the world are? Does anybody know? Take a guess. Go ahead.
Mexico.
No?
Yes.
Good, though. Anybody else?
India?
No. The richest people in the world are in the grave. Right? The greatest dreams, the greatest ideas are in the grave. Why? Because they never tapped into their potential. They never went for their dream. Yeah, Mexico and India has a lot of rich people, but the richest people are in the grave. People just like us, who have ideas, who have great passion, but never decided to tap into their potential, so they died with everything in them. Listen to me, Trey. There are people right now who have leukemia, who have cancer, who have diseases that they want to get healed from. But if you guys never go to med school, those people with leukemia have to die. There's people right now who are wrongly convicted in jail. 50 years to life, 100 years to life. I know some personally. But if you never go to school to be a lawyer, how do they get free from that crime? There are people right now who are waiting for a speech that they can hear, like you're hearing today, that can change and impact their lives. But if you never come to speech class and give Mr. Mike everything you have, everything that is in you, how are they going to come out of their slump? That's why it's so important that you guys tap into your potential and fulfill your dreams.